conditioning. So today we're focused on getting her used to things that might move suddenly. They might teeter-totter. This will help her should she slip on a mat, or when we take her boating, there's going to be movement there. It might even help her on car rides. Just getting used to motion when she's not aware of it. How many people have had dogs that are in their cars and all of a sudden they take off at a stoplight and it startles them a little bit? These are the types of things we're trying to make them really secure about. So the first thing we're going to do today is an old agility trick to getting the dogs used to teeter-totters. If you ever watch dogs run agility, right, they run up a teeter, like a traditional kid's teeter-totter, and that's what it looks like anyways, and it slams down and they have to run off to complete that. So how do we get them to do that? Well, we don't start with a 3-4 foot teeter, okay? We start with basic movement. So I'm gonna show you with this board. Again, I want everything that we do here to be ways that you can train around the house. So this board isn't an official agility board. Frankly, this board is a board that I use to tap dance in. That's one of my hobbies. I won't bore you with that now though. But it folds up nicely to a nice big size, so I can get her used to walking across it. So at first, there's no teeter to this totter, right? So we're gonna get her to walk across it, okay? You can either do this with a board. Sometimes you find wobble boards on online supply stores that are more of a square, okay, to get them used to the wobble feeling. And so on this board, she wants to explore it right away, right? You're gonna click treat any interaction with it. Then what I'm gonna do is lure her across the board, okay? Lure her across the board. Good, and I'm gonna click her when she gets to the end. See, she's offering parts of it now. Good. Good. So you can see she's comfortable with that. We're gonna take a quick pause and I'll show you what we're gonna do next. Okay, so Luna has proved that she can walk across this board. It's not moving, right? So there's not a whole lot of conditioning. It feels different under her feet, right? Because it's more slippery. So now I want her to get used to some totter. So what that means, I'm gonna put a book underneath it. So this is a couple hundred pages, right? And it's just gonna make it teeter a little bit. Right here, there we go. Oops. Okay, so now we can feel. You might not even be able to see this teeter. Did you see her stop there a little bit? So that means she was reacting to the small amount of teeter. Now because it's in the grass, you may not have been able to see it move. It moved maybe 1/4 of an inch. And at first, that's all you want it to do. You want her to know, it's no big deal, right? It's moving a little bit. Not a big deal. Good. Good. And I'm waiting until she walks across that. Good, without slowing down there at the end to brace herself. Good. And when you make that progress, then you're ready to take it even further. So when your dog is really secure with that teeny bit amount of totter, I know, are you excited? All we do is add another book, okay? If your dog, she took to this right away, so it's a little thicker book. If your dog had a hard time getting through that, you just want to add a smaller book, okay? And we're just gonna stack them on top. I know. Okay. And we're gonna do the same thing. So from here. Good girl. I'm luring her these first few times because I want to make it really fun for her. This could potentially be really scary. I've met dogs that won't do this. When I tried to train my adult greyhound for agility, this was the toughest thing for her. Good. And you can keep going and going and so forth. Okay, so that is exercise number 1. All right, and we're back with yet another obstacle that moves to get her used to. So this is just a skateboard that somebody gave me because it really is one of the perfect, you like it, huh? One of the perfect things to get them used to. So this skateboard does roll, the bearings are still good. So if I were to put her on this on concrete, she would probably move so fast it would scare her. So to slow it down, we're going to start her off on grass. You could also do this on concrete. She is so used to targeting things now, right, that she, getting on something like this totally does not faze her at all. So the very first thing we do if your dog's leery about this is really just click treat any interaction, just like we did with the mat, okay? And then click treat feet, right? Good. And we want to get them used to, we don't want to start moving them until they are willingly going up on that skateboard. That means no prompting, no luring. They are going up on their own. Like, watch this. Let's see right where she goes, what she's done. Right back up, okay? And then when we start to add some movement, I'm gonna wait and see what she does here. Then I can do this. Okay. So you saw her fall just a little bit, so that may have even been too much, right? And we work with that until we're able to move them comfortably for a few feet before we ever start. Can you teach your dog to skateboard then on concrete? You can, okay? I'm gonna be working with that for a few weeks to see if she likes that. Because I eventually would like this. You know, she belongs to a mermaid. I've told you a time or 10. I would like this to be her skateboard. But I wanna make sure that she's completely comfortable with it. So slow, slow and steady at first, until your dog is completely comfortable on something like that. Thanks so much, and stay safe.